Just imagine, you're at home, taking care of your diet, doing everything you can to keep your blood sugar under control. But without knowing it, some fruits that seem harmless could be hindering your efforts. We know that, for those living with diabetes, each food choice can make a big difference between having a peaceful day or facing those unwanted fluctuations in blood sugar. This is frustrating, isn't it? You try so hard to stay healthy, and these fruits, which are often associated with a balanced life, could actually be complicating your situation. If you've ever found yourself questioning whether some fruits are really good for your health, know that you're not alone. It's a common question, and the truth is that not all of them are friends with your glucose. In this video, we will reveal the 7 fruits that every diabetic should avoid at all costs. These are foods that, no matter how healthy they seem, can cause spikes in blood sugar, causing consequences that no one wants to face. But don't worry, I'm not just here to give you bad news. By the end of the video, you will learn how to replace these fruits with safer options, and you will also receive incredible recipes that you can make at home, so as not to compromise on flavor. There are 2 recipes for each fruit we will list, ensuring that you have delicious and healthy alternatives. Now, before we continue, hit the like button if you love health content, especially about diabetes. Fruit number 7, mango. You've probably heard that mango is a delicious fruit, full of vitamins and an excellent choice for a quick snack. But what many don't know is that, for those living with diabetes, this fruit can be a real trap. Mango is rich in natural sugar, which makes it one of the most problematic fruits for those who need to control their blood glucose levels. Imagine the scenario. You're on a hot day, and the idea of a juicy mango seems irresistible. The sweetness of the fruit is tempting, but that sweetness can come at a high cost. A single medium mango can contain up to 45 grams of carbohydrates, much of which is in the form of sugar. And this sugar can cause a rapid rise in your glucose levels, which can be dangerous, especially if consumed regularly or in large quantities. Of course, upon realizing this, a feeling of frustration may arise. After all, mango is one of the most popular fruits, especially in summer, and no one wants to give up this pleasure. But here's the good news. You don't have to cut her out of your life completely. The secret is in how and when to consume it. If mango is part of your diet, the ideal is to consume it in small quantities and always combined with foods rich in fiber, protein, or healthy fats. These nutrients help slow the absorption of blood sugar, preventing sudden spikes. For example, a small piece of mango can be combined with a serving of unsweetened natural yogurt. This not only improves the digestion of the fruit, but also makes the snack more complete and healthy. And if you're looking for a practical way to incorporate mango into your routine without harming your health, here's a tip. Try making a refreshing smoothie. To do this, blend a small portion of mango, about 1/4 cup, with a cup of unsweetened almond milk, a few spinach leaves, and a tablespoon of chia. This recipe is perfect for breakfast or as an afternoon snack, ensuring a balance between flavor and glycemic control. The important thing is to always be aware of the quantities and method of consumption, so that you can continue to enjoy the flavors you like without compromising your health. And remember, moderation is your best ally when it comes to fruits like mango. Fruit number 6, grape. Ah, the grapes. Small, sweet, and so easy to eat, they seem like the perfect choice for a quick snack or to accompany a meal. But for those who need to closely monitor their blood glucose levels, grapes can be a real trap. Despite their small size and harmless appearance, these small fruits are loaded with sugar. And the worst? It's very easy to overdo it without even realizing it. Just imagine, you open the fridge, grab a bunch of grapes, and without thinking much, eat one after the other. When you realize you have already consumed a considerable portion, the problem here is that in 1 cup of grapes, there are about 23 grams of sugar. This means that even without overdoing it, it is possible to ingest a significant amount of carbohydrates in a matter of minutes. And the effect of this can be a rapid and unexpected rise in your blood sugar levels, something you certainly want to avoid. The big challenge with grapes is precisely portion control. Because they are small and so easy to eat, we often end up consuming more than we should. For those living with diabetes, this can become a serious problem, as blood sugar spikes not only impair disease control, but can also lead to other complications over time. But here's a valuable tip. If you're a fan of grapes and don't want to give them up, the best strategy is to limit consumption to small portions, and, whenever possible, combine them with other foods that help balance the glycemic load. An excellent idea is to mix a small amount of grapes with walnuts or almonds. The fats and fiber present in nuts help reduce the speed at which sugar is absorbed, minimizing the impact on your glucose levels. Another interesting alternative is to use grapes in a different way, in recipes that transform them into something more than a simple snack. For example, you can prepare a refreshing salad with a base of leafy greens, some halved grapes, pieces of feta cheese, and chopped walnuts. Finish with a drizzle of olive oil and a little balsamic vinegar. This combination is not only tasty, It also helps maintain glycemic balance, as the fiber in the leaves and the healthy fats in cheese and nuts slow down the absorption of sugar. Remember, the secret is in moderation and the correct combination of foods. This way, you can continue enjoying grapes without compromising your health. This way, you can maintain the flavor and pleasure of eating without giving up the control necessary to live well with diabetes. Transform your diet and take care of your health like never before. If you have diabetes, kidney, liver issues, or high blood pressure, and you're tired of bland recipes, this book is for you. Discover incredible savory and sweet recipes made with simple ingredients you already have at home, all designed to keep your health in check. Don't miss this unique opportunity. For less than $10, you can secure your copy, but units at this price are limited. Click on the first comment of this video and get yours now. Fruit number 5, pineapple. When you think of a refreshing tropical fruit, pineapple almost always comes to mind. Its acidity balanced with sweetness makes it a popular option in juices, desserts, and even salads. But for those living with diabetes, pineapple can be a challenge. Despite all its benefits, such as the presence of vitamin C and bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion, pineapple is also quite rich in natural sugar. Now imagine yourself on a hot day, craving something to cool you down. A slice of chilled pineapple seems like the ideal choice, doesn't it? The problem is that pineapple, despite its delicious flavor, contains a significant amount of carbohydrates. A medium slice can have approximately 16 grams of sugar, which can be problematic, especially if you're trying to keep your glucose levels under control. The big trick with pineapple is knowing when and how to consume it so that it doesn't end up causing an unwanted spike in blood sugar. An effective approach is to always opt for smaller portions and prefer to consume it along with a meal that includes protein or healthy fats, as this can help slow down the absorption of sugar into the blood. If pineapple is a fruit you don't want to give up, a practical way to include it in your diet is to use it in small quantities, as a complement and not as the main dish. For example, instead of eating several slices at once, you can add a few pieces of pineapple to a grilled chicken salad. This combination is not only delicious, but also brings a feeling of freshness without compromising your health, as the chicken proteins help balance the sugar in the fruit. Another idea that can be very useful, especially on hot days, is to prepare water flavored with pineapple. To do this, simply cut some thin slices of the fruit and add them to a pitcher of ice water, along with mint leaves. Let it sit in the fridge for a few hours so the pineapple flavor infuses the water. So you can enjoy a refreshing touch of fruit without consuming large amounts of sugar, staying hydrated and refreshed. The important thing is to remember that, although pineapple has its place in a balanced diet, the secret is in moderation and the way you include it in your meals. By opting for controlled portions and combining it with other foods that help maintain balance, you can continue to enjoy this tropical fruit without harming your health. Fruit number 4, banana. Banana is one of the most popular and affordable fruits, present in practically every home. It's easy to transport, doesn't need to be washed, and is a great option for quickly satisfying your hunger. However, for those with diabetes, bananas may not be as harmless as they seem. This fruit is rich in carbohydrates, mainly in the form of natural sugars, and can significantly impact your glucose levels if consumed in excess. Have you ever found yourself eating a banana because you believed it was the healthiest choice, only to later see your blood sugar spike? This happens because, depending on the stage of ripeness, bananas can contain between 14 and 31 grams of carbohydrates per unit. And the more mature it is, the greater the amount of sugar available to be quickly absorbed by the body. This rapid absorption can cause glucose spikes, especially if the banana is consumed alone. Therefore, one of the best ways to continue including bananas in your diet without worrying about those spikes is to consume less ripe bananas, which contain less sugar and more resistant starch. This starch is digested more slowly, which can help avoid glycemic spikes. Furthermore, combining bananas with foods rich in fiber or protein is an excellent strategy. For example, a simple idea is to cut a green banana into slices and mix it with oatmeal and unsweetened natural yogurt. This snack is not only delicious but also helps to slow down the absorption of sugar into the blood. If you like something more practical and different, another way to consume bananas in a healthy way is to make a smoothie with green bananas, unsweetened almond milk, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. Combining banana and peanut butter not only creates an incredible flavor, but also adds protein and healthy fats to your diet, helping to keep your glucose levels under control. And if the craving for dessert arises, you can opt for a roasted banana with cinnamon. Cut a banana in half, sprinkle with cinnamon and bake for a few minutes. The result is a sweet and healthy dessert that, when combined with a serving of plain Greek yogurt, can be a balanced choice for those managing their diabetes. Remember, the key to enjoying bananas without compromising your health is to control your portions and always try to combine them with other foods that help stabilize sugar absorption. This way, you can continue enjoying this practical and tasty fruit without worrying about glucose spikes. Banana can be a great substitute for sugar in your recipes, but as I always say here, in moderation. If you're enjoying the tips and recipes, don't forget to hit the like button to support our work. Fruit number 3. Orange. Orange is one of the most consumed fruits in the world, known for being an excellent source of vitamin C and for its refreshing flavor. Who hasn't started their morning with a glass of orange juice, believing they were making a healthy choice to kick off the day? But for those living with diabetes, this seemingly simple habit may require a bit more caution. While oranges offer several nutritional benefits, they are also rich in fructose, the natural sugar found in fruits, which means that consuming them in large quantities can lead to unwanted spikes in blood glucose levels. You might be thinking, but it's just an orange. What could go wrong? The issue isn't just about eating the fruit, but also how it's consumed. For instance, drinking a glass of orange juice might actually be more harmful than eating the whole fruit. When you squeeze an orange, you remove most of the fiber, which is crucial for slowing down the absorption of sugar. What's left is a liquid packed with fructose. A single glass of orange juice can contain the sugar equivalent of 3 or 4 oranges, which significantly increases the amount of sugar you consume at one time. This can lead to a rapid increase in blood sugar levels, something you want to avoid if you're managing diabetes. On the other hand, if you enjoy oranges and want to keep them in your diet, a smarter choice would be to eat the whole fruit instead of drinking the juice. The fiber in the pulp of the orange plays a key role in slowing down the digestion and absorption of sugar. This means that by eating the whole fruit, you can enjoy a slower and more gradual release of sugar into your bloodstream, which helps prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes that can be so detrimental. Another practical tip is to combine oranges with foods that are high in protein or healthy fats. This combination can further help to stabilize your blood sugar levels. For example, try having a few slices of orange with a serving of cottage cheese. The acidity of the orange contrasts beautifully with the creaminess of the cheese, creating not only a tasty snack, but also one that helps to balance the glycemic impact of the fruit. The protein and fat in the cheese can slow down the absorption of the sugar from the orange, making this a great option for anyone looking to enjoy fruit without the risk of blood sugar spikes. If you're looking for a more creative way to include oranges in your diet, consider preparing a fruit salad that pairs oranges with avocados and nuts. The avocado is rich in healthy fats, while the nuts add a satisfying crunch. Together, they help to further slow down the absorption of the sugar from the orange. This combination not only creates a delicious and refreshing salad, but also offers a well-balanced mix of nutrients that can help you maintain more stable blood sugar levels. This salad can be a perfect choice for breakfast or as a mid-afternoon snack, offering both flavor and nutritional benefits. Another idea for incorporating oranges into your diet in a way that supports your health is to use orange segments in a savory dish. For instance, you could add orange slices to a mixed green salad with grilled chicken or salmon. The natural sweetness of the orange complements the savory flavors of the protein, creating a dish that's both satisfying and balanced. The protein in the chicken or salmon helps to further stabilize your blood sugar levels, making this a great meal option for lunch or dinner. You might also consider using orange zest in your cooking to add flavor without adding sugar. Orange zest can be sprinkled over salads, used in marinades for meat or fish, or even added to baked goods to enhance flavor. Since the zest contains the essence of the orange without the sugar, it's a great way to enjoy the taste of orange while keeping your sugar intake in check. Therefore, oranges can absolutely remain a part of your diet, but it's important to pay attention to the quantities you consume and how you incorporate them into your meals. Opting for the whole fruit rather than juice and pairing it with other foods that help manage glucose levels is the key to enjoying the benefits of this delicious and nutritious fruit without compromising your health. By making these simple adjustments, you can continue to savor the refreshing taste of oranges while maintaining better control over your blood sugar levels. Don't forget that your recipe book is waiting for you in the first comment of this video. Click now and guarantee yours. It's running out. Fruit number 2. Watermelon. Watermelon is the epitome of summer, isn't it? A juicy, refreshing slice seems like the perfect choice to cool down on hot days. But for those living with diabetes, this fruit can be quite a challenge. Despite its high water content, which makes it seem like a light option, watermelon is rich in natural sugars and has a high glycemic index. This means that when you eat it, the sugar can be quickly absorbed by your body, causing a spike in your blood glucose levels. Picture this common scenario. You're at a barbecue or a picnic, and watermelon is served as dessert. It's easy to eat several slices after all. They seem so light and harmless. However, what many people don't realize is that even though watermelon is mostly water, the sugar content can add up quickly. A medium slice can contain about 11 grams of sugar, and since it's easy to eat more than one slice, the impact on your blood sugar can be greater than you might expect. But here's the good news. You don't have to completely cut watermelon out of your diet. The key is portion control and, as always, combining it with other foods that help keep your glucose levels stable. A simple trick is to eat watermelon along with a source of protein or healthy fat, such as a small portion of fresh cheese or a handful of almonds. This not only reduces the sugar impact of the watermelon, but also helps you feel fuller for longer, preventing overeating and aiding in blood sugar management. Another practical tip is to avoid eating watermelon on its own as a snack, and instead include it in a larger meal where other nutrients can help balance the sugar absorption. For example, you can prepare a watermelon salad with cucumber and feta cheese. The cucumber adds crunch and fiber, while the feta cheese provides protein and healthy fats, creating a delicious and balanced dish that can be served as an appetizer or even as a side dish. If you're looking for something even more refreshing, how about a watermelon juice with a splash of lemon and mint? But be careful. The secret here is not to overdo it. Use a small portion of watermelon, mix it with plenty of water, and add the juice of half a lemon and a few mint leaves. This juice can be a refreshing and light alternative for hot days without the negative effects of a high sugar load. However, it's important to remember that even in liquid form, the sugar in watermelon can still cause a quick spike in glucose if consumed in large amounts, so moderation is key. In addition to being mindful of portion sizes, another strategy to enjoy watermelon more safely is to eat it in a mixed fruit salad. By combining watermelon with other lower sugar fruits like berries or apples, you can dilute the overall sugar content while still enjoying the refreshing taste of watermelon. Adding a sprinkle of chia seeds or a handful of nuts to the fruit salad can further help stabilize your blood sugar levels by adding fiber and healthy fats, which slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. For those who enjoy experimenting in the kitchen, another way to enjoy watermelon without compromising your health is by making watermelon ice pops. Simply blend a small portion of watermelon with water, a squeeze of lime juice, and a few mint leaves, then pour the mixture into ice pop molds and freeze. These ice pops are a fun and refreshing way to enjoy watermelon on a hot day, with the added benefit of being lower in sugar than a traditional slice. Remember, the key to enjoying watermelon safely is moderation and making smart choices about how and when you eat it. By being mindful of portion sizes and combining watermelon with foods that provide protein, healthy fats, or fiber, you can continue to enjoy this beloved fruit while keeping your blood sugar levels under control. Watermelon can indeed be part of a healthy diet, even for those managing diabetes, as long as it's consumed thoughtfully. So, next time you reach for a slice of this refreshing fruit, keep these tips in mind and enjoy it in a way that supports your health. Now I need you to tell me, are there any of these fruits that you didn't know are bad for your health if you have diabetes? Leave it in the comments below. Let's continue. Fruit number 1, fig. Figs are a fruit that often goes unnoticed, but anyone who has tried them knows just how sweet and delicious they can be. Their unique flavor and smooth texture make them a popular choice in jams, desserts, and even as a complement to cheeses. However, if you have diabetes, figs can be a real trap. This small and seemingly harmless fruit is extremely rich in natural sugars, which can quickly elevate your blood glucose levels, especially if consumed in large quantities. Imagine this situation. You find a tray of fresh figs at the market, and the juicy appearance of these small fruits makes them hard to resist. You take a few home, thinking that since they're fruit, there's no harm in eating them. After all, fruit is always considered a healthy option, right? However, what many people don't know is that figs are one of the fruits with the highest concentration of sugar. A single fig can contain about 8 grams of sugar, and since it's easy to eat 2 or 3 figs at once, you can end up consuming a significant amount of sugar quickly, which can complicate diabetes management. Now picture this. It's late afternoon, you're at home, and you decide you want a light snack. You open the fridge and see the figs, fresh and ready to be enjoyed. The temptation is strong, but if you're not careful, you could end up consuming more sugar than you should. That's because despite their small size, figs have a considerable glycemic impact. And it's not just the sugar content that can be problematic. The way you consume them also makes a big difference. But as always, the secret lies in how you choose to eat figs. If you're a fan of this fruit, the main tip is to moderate your portions and always pair them with other foods that help slow down sugar absorption. For example, a delicious way to safely enjoy figs is by pairing them with ricotta cheese. Cut a fig in half, stuff it with a small portion of ricotta, and finish with a sprinkle of cinnamon. This snack is not only tasty but also helps balance the sugar's impact on your blood thanks to the protein and fat in the ricotta. Besides being a delicious combination, this simple strategy helps reduce the glycemic load of the meal, causing sugar to be released more slowly into your bloodstream. Another interesting way to incorporate figs into your diet without harming your health is to use them as a complement to savory dishes. Try adding a few pieces of fresh fig to a green salad with arugula leaves, walnuts, and goat cheese. The combination of the salty and spicy flavors with the sweetness of the fig creates a delicious contrast, while the fiber from the greens and the fats from the walnuts help lower the meal's glycemic index. This salad is a great option for those who want something light, but at the same time nutritious and balanced. If you're a fan of fig jams or preserves, one suggestion is to prepare a healthier version at home using less sugar and adding chia as a thickener. To do this, cook a few fresh figs with a bit of water until they soften, then add a tablespoon of chia seeds. Let it cool and store it in the fridge. This jam can be used in small quantities as a topping for natural yogurt, creating a healthy and balanced dessert. By doing this, you can enjoy the sweet and intense flavor of figs without adding an extra sugar load to your diet. Another valuable tip is to opt for dried figs instead of fresh ones. While dried figs also contain sugar, they have a higher fiber concentration, which can help moderate the glycemic impact. However, it's important to remember that dried figs are more calorie-dense and have more sugar per serving, so moderation is still key. If you choose dried figs, try pairing them with protein and healthy fat-rich foods, such as nuts or natural yogurt. This can be an excellent option for a quick and nutritious snack. Additionally, it's essential to be mindful of portions. If you're eating figs as part of a meal, keep the serving small and always balance it with other foods that don't cause glucose spikes. The key is how you balance figs with the rest of your diet. Remember, figs, despite their delicious taste, should be consumed with care and moderation. By wisely combining them with other foods and controlling portions, you can continue to enjoy this special fruit without compromising your health and keeping your glucose levels under control. Incorporating figs into your diet can be pleasurable as long as you're aware of the impact this fruit can have on your body. As with any food, the secret is balance and moderation. This way, you can continue to enjoy the unique flavor of figs while keeping your health as a top priority. Now that you know which fruits need attention, it is essential to understand which are the most dangerous carbohydrates for diabetics, those that can silently harm your health. I'm leaving a video on the screen where I reveal these carbohydrates. If you care about controlling your diabetes, you can't miss watching it, because this information could completely change the way you view your diet. Click now to find out what these carbs are and how to avoid them. See you there.